What's up, everyone? Checking in here on my official off day for my powerlifting prep. Down, or I should say, done week one of the peaking phase, and I hit all my numbers, had a blast, and I'll tell you what, my confidence is through the roof right now, and I couldn't be happier. Of course, I'd want more reps, but nonetheless, smashed 415 on the deadlift. If you didn't see it, check out the videos below. Hit it for 3 singles and a couple follow-up sets after at 375. And like I mentioned, if you watch some of my ramblings pre, intra, or post-workout, that was the biggest mental hurdle for me, is hitting that squat. And it's kind of analogous to hitting that opening squat on meet day. If I do that, if I prepare appropriately to smash that lift, everything else will fall into place because I'll have visualized the hell out of hitting every single rep on meet day, just like I did visualizing hitting those squats for dozens of times beforehand. And I'm more motivated and excited, positive than ever. I can't wait to go in tomorrow. I have a lighter deadlift day, just down in the 300s, a couple, maybe even 3 triples. Oh, this is my cat Boo. Say what's up, Boo. Next powerlifting cat. Just kidding. Anyway, and then I have 3 sets at I don't even remember off the top of my head, 85 or 95 on squat, and I'm hopeful that I hit a couple doubles with there. Again, staying with an RPE of 8 or 9, 1 to 2 reps left in the tank. What I have also been doing this week that you may have noticed if you've been following my Snapchat is trying to see how I respond to some light, safe, practical water manipulation. And the reason being is I don't sit naturally at below 163.5. No, not me. If my body had to say, I would sit somewhere between 170 and 175. So what I'm doing, I guess I started this 5 weeks out, is some basic water manipulation to see how my body responds to reducing water intake. That way I know where I need to be at come the couple days before the meet. Now, I don't want to diet into the meet, and I'm hoping, I'll see tomorrow if I'm hoping rather that today and tomorrow mark my last day of dieting, and moving forward into the meet the last 4 weeks, I can hang at maintenance and slowly, conservatively increase my calories so I stay within range to make weight and have even more fuel to support performance and recovery, both physically and mentally. What I did is I simply just started drinking a hell of a lot more water, but what's more important than that is increasing my sodium too. Overhydration is a thing, and it can lead to a state called hyponatremia, or extremely low sodium. Basically, you flushed all those electrolytes out of your body, and that's extremely dangerous. Death is a consequence. Again, on the extreme end, but a realistic consequence. Back to the story, off of my tangent. I usually drink about 1.5 gallons of water a day, give or take. What I did beginning Monday and through Wednesday, so 3 days, was drank a minimum of 2.25 gallons a day. And looking back, I didn't track precisely. However, I estimate that I was probably closer to 2.5, if not a little more on Tuesday. And simultaneously, I brought my teaspoon measuring utensil with me, and I took an old, like a branched chain amino acid container, and just filled it with salt so I could measure how much salt I was adding to my meals throughout the day. And I'll say I felt pretty good Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday morning, I freaking felt like I got hit by a bus for about a 20-minute stretch Wednesday morning. And at that point, I was probably close to 1 gallon of water already, and I'm not going to lie, it was like 9:15 in the morning. Went over, grabbed a little salt, made a little saltwater concoction, threw that back, felt better within 10 minutes. I had a meal 15 minutes later, and lo and behold, I felt fine. Thursday, what I did was I added salt per usual, which if you know me, I mean my last name's Salter, I add salt to everything. So I kept with the salt shaker this time rather than that measuring spoon, and added salt per usual and reduced my water intake to 1.5 gallons. And I was actually strict on this. I didn't go over that 1.5 gallons. And then I began to also gain a better understanding of how much weight do I lose overnight. Well, I went to bed, what day? Thursday evening, woke up Wednesday evening after, 8.5 hours of sleep. Oh my God, that's the most I've gotten in a while. Woke up 3 pounds lighter. Combination of naturally with the sleep, losing some weight, you lose some fluids during the night, your energy, your metabolism is still cranking while you're sleeping. Don't let someone tell you otherwise. And some of that's also related to reduced water, reduced sodium. Remember, sodium increases water retention. And the goal of upfront loading this water and the sodium is to get your body to upregulate these and try to get rid of more and more fluids. So Monday through Wednesday, wow, I'm rambling. None of this is in any chronological or organizational structure to it. Sorry about that. Anyway, I move on. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, my body was upping the mechanisms to get rid of more water, get rid of more salt because there was plenty available. Well, Thursday when I cut down that water, my body was still upregulated, meaning I was still peeing what felt like every 5 minutes. And today, being Friday, I kept my water at a half gallon, and it was an okay day. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It was okay. I don't know how you people go throughout the day not drinking enough. Correction, it was 3/4 of a gallon of water. Excuse me, but that's more than a lot of people drink out there, and I don't know how you guys function. Good grief, I was not my sharpest today, and I do blame the slight dehydration as a result. But I'm okay. This is a test for me. I have 4 weeks till my meet, and I'm testing and I'm learning, and I'm excited about that. So again, woke up 3 pounds lighter this morning than yesterday, and felt okay. I still have probably 24 to 30 ounces of water left as I sit here at 7:45 at night, so plenty to finish my last meal. And something I also did today was condense all my food into 4 meals, just because I don't count every macro in particular. I'm bound to shed a couple extra trace calories, and I made 2 of my meals liquid. So using those fluids, I made 2 big shakes. If you saw my Snapchat this morning, a monstrous whey and casein protein combination. Shit was thick, and it sat in the stomach for a while. 4.5 hours later was the first time I finally started feeling a little bit of hunger, despite the smoothie having, 350 calories in it. Great stuff. And tonight, I'm laying low. I will finish my last meal whenever, in a couple hours or so. I'm not worried about a cutoff right now because I don't have to actually literally make weight tomorrow. But tomorrow morning, I'm going to get up, I'm going to weigh myself, and then I'm going to lift within 2 hours to simulate what it would be like on meet day. So I'll be up at 6, see what I weigh, and then I'll give myself 2 hours before I step under the bar to refuel, more importantly, rehydrate with fluids and electrolytes, and see where my performance is at. Mentally, I'm just embracing this opportunity, loving it, learning from it, and I'm ready to tear shit up tomorrow and to have a great workout. And I know my foods that sit well with me, so I know what I'll do tomorrow, but what I'll really be paying attention to is how much fluid and electrolytes I consume, not to hyperhydrate myself and actually slow down how much water is moving from the intestines out to my muscles. And that'll just be kind of trial and error with me. I'll do this a couple times before the meet. But it'll consist of a Gatorade powder with sodium and potassium, the appropriate amount of fluids, creatine, and even more sodium in addition to that. All mixed into one. I'll chug that shake as soon as I make weight. See, I'm already in that mindset. As soon as I weigh in tomorrow morning. And then I will also eat, my go-to combination will probably be a protein powder pudding with some oats and some dried pretzels. Digest quickly with the pretzels and the whey. The oats, I only do a little bit just for some texture's sake, but I used to do this all the time when I would lift in a heartbeat back at my old job. I would eat it 30 minutes later, I'd step under the bar, and I just know it sits well with me. So that's what I'm going to do, and then if this were a real meet, I would refuel after squats and after bench press. But more on that later. Well, thanks for listening, guys. If you ever have questions, comment below, shoot me an email, and until next time.